Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Stylosa, and 2 weeks before the game launches, Overwatch 2 loses its lead hero designer. So what the hell does this mean for the game? Alright guys, let's get stuck into this. So, we've got the news that Geoff Goodman has stepped down from Blizzard. We don't know how or why this has happened. There's been a lot of rumors going around there like, oh, Geoff Goodman's been fired or this and that. We don't know. That's not, well, we don't know it's not true. I can't say it's not true, but we don't have any information towards that. All we know is that he has left Blizzard. Now, before we get into this video and break down the details, one thing I do want to say is I've been seeing a hell of a lot of negative comments about Geoff Goodman all over the internet. Now, I've had the chance of meeting Geoff quite a few times, and this man was the most, he lived and breathed Overwatch. Like, he was so giddy to talk to you about Overwatch, about new heroes and all of that. So it was so cool. This man lived and breathed the game. I mean, he worked on Titan, and then obviously Titan got changed into Overwatch 2. He was heavily involved in the underlying gameplay systems. This man effectively built the game that we play. He made the decisions for the framework that the gameplay is built upon. Without him, we wouldn't have Overwatch as it was today. So everyone watching this video who has enjoyed Overwatch in the past, this was the man that made that happen. Now, yes, of course, there were bad decisions that were made. There were, you know, balance issues that were problematic and metas that lasted for too long. But I think overall, he did do a really good job. And like I said, he absolutely loved this game. This was a man that worked at Blizzard pretty much all of his working career, I believe. I think he went through sort of junior positions. Then he worked on Warcraft 3. He worked on World of Warcraft, in, designing raid encounters. And then, of course, he moved on to Overwatch 2 to design heroes, the underlying game system, and balance as well. So yeah, please don't be ultra negative. And one thing I will say as well, this is kind of like one of the final OGs of the Overwatch team leaving the game. He's one of those people I would never suspect would leave, because I know he loved it so much. There's also a few more out there I can think about, people like maybe Scott Mercer, even Aaron Keller himself. Those are kind of like the only OGs left. There's a couple of other guys behind the scenes as well, sound engineers and the like. But yeah, yeah, please try not to be overly negative, because at the end of the day, somebody has moved on from a job that they really loved, and I do honestly think made a massive impact on a lot of people's lives, especially when it comes down to enjoying Overwatch, because he was integral to designing the systems that made the game what it is. So we got this tweet off Aaron Keller, and this was on the 16th of September, and he said, "Today we not only revealed our newest hero, Kiriko, we also created our first build candidate for launch on October the 4th. This is an amazing milestone for the dedicated people on this team who are giving a huge effort and pouring themselves into a game that they love." Now, what's really cool about this is the final build of the game. This means on the 16th of September, they sent off a build of Overwatch 2 that we will be playing on the 4th of October. And you might be thinking, well, who the hell have they sent this off to? Well, they sent it off to Sony, and they've sent it to Microsoft for accreditation to go on their consoles. So you've got to give a testament here to Geoff Goodman. He stuck around to get this done, it looks like. He's seen this through, and he's like, right, guys, I'll help you with the polish of the game right until the end. And then, obviously, he stepped out of the door. So, this man, you really can't take for granted his impact on Overwatch and Overwatch 2 as well. Because if you think about it, we know even from what Aaron Keller has said, Overwatch Season 8 is being worked on, and that's got a new hero in right now. So Geoff Goodman's impact is going to be felt for a very long time to come. And of course, the people inside the hero balance team and the hero design team now all worked under Geoff Goodman, so they're going to be influenced by the way he conducted himself. So there is still going to be sort of the essence of Geoff Goodman there in and around the game. So this is what happened. PC Gamer broke the news, and they said the lead hero designer behind Overwatch's huge roster of characters and the ones to come in its upcoming sequel has left Blizzard, the company confirmed to PC Gamer. Geoff Goodman made the decision to leave Blizzard earlier this year, a Blizzard spokesperson said. The last public appearance by Goodman was in a group interview with press in June, and I believe the last public appearance was with SVB and a couple of other content creators, and I think Josh No, one of the other hero designers, was in that interview, so not particularly with press, but with content creators. And this was a statement about his departure. "We thank Geoff for his many years of service at Blizzard and wish him all the best. His ability to bring to life Overwatch's diverse hero roster through gameplay has been incredible, and the mark he's left on the Warcraft and Overwatch teams will be felt for years to come." So yeah, fair enough. Like, it's a very small comment, and the reason for that is straight up the negative PR impact of this. So with 2 weeks out from launch, Blizzard obviously do not want loads of articles about, oh my god, one of the main guys at Overwatch has left just before the game launches. What's going on? This is terrible. So they've just made a very quick statement. They basically sent this out to all of the standard gaming news websites, the likes of Polygon, Kotaku, IGN, all of those websites received it, but I think PC Gamer broke it first. So the question here is, what does this mean for Overwatch? And what's the future of the game going to look like because of this? And what about balance? So we can't look back with complete rose-tinted glasses and go, oh my god, Overwatch was an incredible game. It was so perfectly balanced and it was awesome and all the heroes were great. Because that simply wasn't the case. But what I will say is all the heroes, I think, were enjoyable when they launched to play if you completely ignored balance. And I think the issues for Overwatch, and specifically with balance, came generally a few weeks down the line where they didn't really know what to do to make changes, or they were glacially slow. I mean, everyone remembers GOATs and how powerful that was for so long. It took them a long time to come to a decision and say, hey, we're going to do this with the game, or we're going to do that with the game, which I hope is something that changes going forward. Now, with in fact, let me just backtrack a second, because I think all of the heroes were super fun when they came out. Probably with the exception of Orisa. She was kind of bland, and I think she was designed to solve a problem. In many ways, like Brig was designed to solve the problem of dive, although I think Brig's playstyle was still way more fun than Orisa's was at the time. And of course, now we've got a redesigned Orisa, and of course we've got redesigned Doomfist, Sombra, and all these heroes, and Bastion as well. Geoff Goodman was integral to those redesigns as well, and you can't tell me that those redesigns are bad or not fun to play. They are fun to play. They might be underpowered, but that's where balance comes in. So we're going forward into this new age of Overwatch now. They've committed to 9 weeks of every 9 weeks there'll be a major content update with a major balance patch. There'll also be balance patches throughout the season. So we're going to get to see what the new philosophy is going to be. Even though I said Geoff Goodman's presence will be felt for a while in Overwatch development, he's no longer the lead of that team. So a new lead will have new ideas and new things will happen. Now, there is the age-old sort of adage of, hey, the grass is green on the other side. Now, that could be true. I mean, that could be the complete opposite as well. We might go into an era now of Overwatch being completely terribly balanced and new heroes being not great and all of that stuff. And then we might look back and think, well, we wish we had Geoff Goodman back. So, like I said, guys, at the top of this video, I'd be very wary just going in on Geoff and seeing him as the problem of balance and overpowered heroes and all of that. This man built the underlying framework of Overwatch. He gave us the hero kits that we're used to playing, and he balanced them kind of okay. His team did, well, for a while, and then things started to go all over the place. And I think they really struggled with finding the consistency of balance that the game needed. And they tried various things throughout the history of the game to try and achieve that. But yeah, I honestly, I want to say thanks to Geoff for all of his work. I've enjoyed all of the new Overwatch heroes, essentially. We all remember our favorite heroes. I mean, yeah, this man has done incredible work on Overwatch, and I think the game is probably going to be a bit poorer for not having him involved in its future. As ever, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Yeah, I really want to see what you guys think. It's not as cut and dry, I don't think, as like, oh yeah, let's get rid of the guy who was perceived as being the big bad boss of balance, which, you know, it was never a world in which he sat there and was making these decisions. It's a committee, it's a balanced team, it's a hero design team, and then other developers would come in. In fact, most of the Overwatch developers from all different disciplines would all give their thoughts and opinions on what was going on, and they come to a decision that way. It's not a dictatorship. Anyway, all right, guys, thank you for listening to the video. I've been Stylosa. You can follow me on everything, which is @Stylosa, and I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. See you soon.